Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session, about trial docket. The next case that we're going to call is John Brown. John Brown, would you please come forward? This is cause number 325730. Case is styled the state of Texas versus John Henry Brown. Mr. Brown, is that your full name?
The fourth.
The fourth? Okay, okay. How are you doing, Mr. Brown? You doing all right? That's good. Now, Mr. Brown, you're here represented by your attorney, Wright Kimler. Attorney Kimler, how are you doing?
Pretty good, John.
That's good. And the state is represented by attorney Lamar Johnson. And again, attorney Johnson, how are you doing?
Pretty well, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's good. Now, Mr. Kimler, what's your announcement in Mr. Brown's case?
I'm ready, subject to other trial settings today. We've got the number 2 case of Judge Stevens on a case where the individual's been in jail 3 years, waiting to go to trial. I don't know if that one's going to get reached. And then I think after this afternoon, I may have a number 1 setting in the 252nd, but I'm not sure about that. But subject to that, I'm waiting.
Okay, state.
Your Honor, I need a short, state needs a short continuance, Your Honor. I need to reach out to our witnesses. I have not yet.
Okay, so you asking for a continuance on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not opposed to that.
Okay. Okay, now, give us a reset date.
November 28th.
Okay, this case will be reset to November 28th of 2022 as the state continues. Okay, Mr. Brown, your attorney is going to get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. Mr. Kimler, would you please sign for his reset?
Yes, you ready?
Next case is cause number 328325. Case of style of state of Texas versus Cody James Patterson. Okay, for the record, is your name Cody James Patterson?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Patterson?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Patterson. You're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Wright Kimler. Attorney Kimler, what's your announcement in Mr. Patterson case?
Same announcement, Your Honor, subject to trial settings in the 252nd in the criminal district court today. I'm ready.
Okay.
State's ready, Judge. We have an issue with one of our witnesses who is the lab tech for DPS who will not be available until Thursday. But other than that, we have a couple of other witnesses that could testify prior to that, earlier in the week.
Okay, lab tech. Available Thursday. Okay. Okay, now Mr. Patterson, stay in contact with your attorney. We hadn't given an order of settings yet on the trial. Okay, so just stay in contact with your attorney. You'll be free to go. And if your case is up, you need to be back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
I'll be in touch with you.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
And on the other, you said 1:30 on that other side.
Well, if you, yeah,
Well, I mean, it's gonna be at 1:30, but I'm just having him here at 1 o'clock, 30 minutes before.
so you want him back at 1:30 or?
1 o'clock. I want, usually have him here at 1 o'clock right before the jury gets here.
But you wanted him to come, I should have told him to come back at 1:30, then or 1:30 or 1 o'clock.
Okay,
Because I was
Go
here
to-
tomorrow.
yeah, tomorrow.
I thought tomorrow.
Yeah, not today.
So you for sure want him back tomorrow?
Well, I mean, right now, we up. I mean, so I said I hadn't given an order. I mean,
Okay, let me just, if he has to be here at 1:30, I'll.
okay.
What's on the other one?
Well, that's fine. I mean, it starts at 1:30, but I'm just saying, we don't want the jury to be waiting around. Okay, Rachel Primo,
Mhm. He needs to be back there.
Okay, this is cause number 329142. Case is style of state of Texas versus Rachel Marie Primo. Ms. Primo, is that your full name?
Yes.
How you doing, Ms. Primo?
Good.
That's good. Now, Ms. Primo, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Wright Kimler. Mr. Kimler, what's your announcement in Ms. Primo's case?
Same as the previous cases, Your Honor. I'm
Really?
ready subject to trials in the 252nd and the criminal district court.
Now, the state's ready to proceed. There is an issue with this case, Judge, in that the Jefferson County Crime Lab needs to retest the substance at issue here because the lab tech, the previous lab tech has moved on. They need to know today whether or not we're going to be going forward tomorrow so that they can have a lab result by Wednesday.
Okay, lab.
So I guess what I'm asking is,
I mean, we can set it. I mean, but if he gets picked number in the district court, I think they trumps county court.
state's ready, Judge, with that issue. I guess that issue is the state's issue, Judge, but nevertheless, we're ready.
Okay, you said if they retest, they'll have it
We can
for
proceed on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay. Okay,
She needs to be back at 1:30.
Yeah. Just have her at 1:30 tomorrow. Go ahead on and sign, Mr. Yes. Elisa Sanchez. This is cause number 329.
Legal person too.
This is cause number 329942. Case is style of state of Texas versus Elisa Sanchez or Elisa Gonzalez.
That's my
Okay,
name. But it's through Sanchez.
it's Sanchez.
Yes.
How are you doing, Ms. Sanchez?
So,
I'm doing fine, thanks, Fax. Ms. Sanchez, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Wright Kimler. Mr. Kimler, what is your announcement in Ms. Sanchez's case?
Subject to trial settings in the 252nd and the criminal district court. I'm ready.
State?
Your Honor, state requests a short continuance, so I can contact the witnesses in this case, Your Honor.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So case is gonna be continued, that's the state's continuance. Give us a reset date, November 28th of 2022. Ms. Sanchez, you can get your reset from your attorney. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. You're welcome.
Yeah. it's comparison.
Hillary Godbold. This is cause number 330108. Case of style of state of Texas versus Hillary Ann Godbold. Ms. Godbold, is that your full name?
yes, sir.
How you doing, Ms. Godbold?
Okay, how about you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking, Ms. Godbold. You're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Wright Kimler. Attorney Kimler, what is your announcement in Ms. Godbold?
Ready subject to conflicting trial settings in the 252nd and criminal district.
Okay, state,
State's ready, Judge.
okay. Ms. Godbold, you'll be back tomorrow at 1:30. Stay in contact with your attorney. You need to,
Yes, please.
Jacob Reed. This is cause number 330110. Cases style state of Texas versus Jacob Allen Reed. Mr. Reed, is that your full name? Okay. Mr. Reed, you're here representing by your attorney Rice Kimber, Attorney Kimber. What's your announcement?
Ready subject to conflicting trial settings in the 52nd and criminal.
State.
Your Honor, state requests a short continuance so I can make contact with the witness.
Okay, now I think the witness is probably the same witness in the previous case, right? I mean, because I think they co-defendants. Right.
I think we're certain,
I'm just looking at the cause numbers. It looks like it's
yeah, it's the same case. I think.
it's the same
fact
from,
situation.
yeah,
State's ready.
okay. So we'll
It's the
just,
same dog, pickles, there's pickles in both cases.
Pickles the dog, pickles the dog. Y'all don't know.
The baby dog with him, I think.
okay,
Yeah, it's the dog. I guess that's why I'm here.
okay,
State's ready.
okay. So we'll, you need to
I
be
don't
back.
want to try them together.
I don't, no, I'm just saying, I don't know how they're gonna,
It looks like we have two different prosecutors.
right, right. Okay, so,
You
be
want
back
that
tomorrow
back?
at 1:30.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. That's Gregory Ross.
Be back.
Ready.
Ready?
Mr. Ross has 4 cases. First case is cause number 331164. Second case is cause number 331168. Third case is cause number 331170, and the fourth case is cause number 331172. All 4 cases are style the state of Texas versus Gregory Scott Ross. And Mr. Ross, is that your full name? How you doing, Mr. Ross? I'm doing fine. And thanks. Now, Mr. Ross, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Kimler. Mr. Kimler, what is your announcement in Mr. Ross' cases?
Already subject to those conflicting trial settings.
Okay, now, Mr. Coleman, what is the state's announcement in these cases?
There's a state would elect to proceed on cause number 331170, and in that case, the state's announcing ready to.
So you're announcing ready on 331170, is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes, sir. And it's our position that depending on the result of that case, it could be determinative as to the other cases, Judge. So I guess what I'm getting is I'm not necessarily asking for a continuance of those other cases, just that maybe they be carried along with that case. If that
And
makes sense.
so,
I think the state can elect which one to proceed on.
Right. right,
What he wants to do.
okay. So we'll be cause number 331170, state defense ready on that case. And Mr. Ross, you need to be back here tomorrow at 1:30. Okay,
Okay.
and I think this will conclude the calling of the court trial docket. Court will be in recess until tomorrow at 1:30.